Hi, so we will do the other side now. Before we begin, you have two strips like this, which is 6.5 by 1 inch, scored at half an inch. Okay, I am just doing that. And you would have two sheets, which is 6.5 by 12 inch, not 12.5, and scored at 4 and 8 inch. You have to fold them like a Z fold. Okay, just fold the score lines like a Z fold, and then fold onto your the strips which has been given. Okay, now take your book. We want to create a layout like this. Okay, so what am I going to do? Yeah, so what am I going to do? I'm going to put the strip on the first fold like this. Okay, I want to attach it here in the center. You see, I am attaching it here in the center. Okay, because then this also comes off and this goes like this. So on your first fold here, you're gonna use this strip. Now here you have to be very careful that your folded part goes out and your open V shape comes in. What you can do is you can attach this sheet first here, the strip first, so that you know that you're not doing a mistake. This happens with me many times, and that's why this is a step which I am very careful about, because it's quite confusing. Okay, so I am just applying glue on one of the sides, and my fold end of the strip is outer. Okay, and the open V end is inner, and I'm just putting it in the center, leaving 1/8 of an inch. Okay, burnish it well. Take your Z fold card, make sure that your this side is going outer. Okay, and your fold end, one inner, you will glue here. Okay, so this part, your this part, okay, would go here. So let's do that. I'm applying glue here on the strip. That's easier. Yeah, that doesn't confuse you then. And I had put pencil mark. Where was that? Oops. Did I put pencil mark on the other one? Oh, I cannot find. Where is my pencil mark gone? See, this happens with me. I am now I could. Okay, this is here. Okay, it was too light. Okay, so now, okay, so this way I am gluing my folded part out and the open edge in. And when you glue this open edge out. Okay, so when you open, this opens like this, and then this also opens like this, like that. This is like a small booklet which we have glued it here. Similarly, your strip, folded part in, outer glue, but be sure that your binder, it should be little away from your binder. Okay. Folded out, V in on the same lines, little bit away from the binder. Yeah, okay, and then just hold it, and then here apply glue, and this has to go this side and this has to come in like this, and we are applying glue here. And make sure that this is in line with this, okay, not going above your binder. Be very careful. Yeah, these are some techniques which if you are comfortable you can do it easily. If you're not, you can just place this entire thing on the bottom. That's also completely okay. Yeah, so this becomes like this, and I'm gonna give you a backing of some magnets here later. So this is like this, you see, this is a nice feature which we created. And I can see that this is not aligned, so I'm pushing it a little up, and this one I'm pushing it, okay, I need it to go a little up, okay. Oops, see, it came out fully. Okay, that's good. If it came out fully, I'm happy, because I want to align it. I want to align it well so that the book looks neat, okay. So align it with your other lining, okay. Yeah, like that. Now I can press. Okay, this is good, this is good. Just pressing it harder so that it sticks well. You see? Wow, I'm so happy. Okay, coming last to the second last, almost to the second last. You have two sheets. One is, sorry, please excuse me for the, my hands were dirty. Okay. One sheet you have 7.5 by 6.5, scored at 1/2 inch and 3/4 of an inch. This is for the top and bottom feature. And this sheet is 1/4 by 6, scored at, on the 6th inch side, scored at 1/2 inch. Okay, I think I had one more sheet which was my bottom sheet. Yeah, this would go actually on top of this like this, and this is my bottom sheet. So top and bottom both are same. I'm just pressing the scored lines. So top and bottom are 7.5 by 6.5. On the 7.5 inch side, you're scoring at 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch, and I am just pressing my score lines. That's it. Okay. If you're done with this, you have created a ridge, a level up for this to hold on. Okay. Now let's see. When we come here, we have to glue this ahead of that. Yeah. So this is my center. Okay, I'm gonna glue this part on the top. So let's take out my Fevicol, and I'm applying glue here. Okay, and I'm eyeballing it and taking it on the top ridge. It's okay if you press this score line, later on we'll push it up again. Just make sure that it is inside these two and it is going well on top. Yeah, like this. So oops, so what happens is, okay, later on you can just take up the height which you created of 1/4 inch, you can take it up. Yeah, so what happens is, with this step what you have done is you have created a flap over it like this, so that it holds your gatefold feature. Okay, so similarly you'll do it for the bottom as well. So I'm gonna glue the bottom part of the same 7.5 by 6.5, creating a 1/4 of an inch height, and I'm removing everything out from my view so that I can glue it well. And take it straight, okay, take it straight, eyeball it straight, and just press it. That's it. Yeah, go in the little down, keep a little space here, press it. It's okay if you're pressing on the 1/4 inch height right now. Your feature right now is to press the bottom one. Later on we'll bring it up. Yeah, now bring up a little bit by massaging it, so your feature comes up like a box shape. Yeah, here also and here also you have created a box. In the box goes your gatefold feature. So this feature goes inside like this, and you cover it with a box flap. On this flap you have a sheet which is 6 1/4/6, scored at 1/2 inch on the 6 inch side. I'm just gonna burnish on the score lines, fold the score lines, apply glue on the score lines. Yeah, and take it up. That's it. I just wanted to create a little bit of more space, more room to add pictures. You can do it. You don't want to, you can skip this step. It's perfectly okay. It just gives a nice layout, a 2-level layout to your scrapbook. That's a good thing, right? I'm burnishing it. Don't press it too hard because you've created a box. You will squash that. Yeah, so I'm just burnishing it little bit. Now what you have in your kit are also 2 flaps like this. They are 5 1/2 and 3 1/4, 2 flaps scored at 5.5 inch, 1/2 inch. Now why are they? They are to hold this piece together, so they will go like this. Yeah, so let's put them as well. 1 and 2. Now I'm taking the first 2 layers up. The bottom layer, they go in line on the first core of the bottom layer. So when you pull this down, these are holding it like this. Yeah, one like this and one here. So I'm taking the top flaps up. The bottom flap, leaving my height, I am going to apply glue on the 1/2 inch scored line and take the flap here. Yeah, just don't apply too much pressure. Your height of the bottom flap, the box, will wobble. And again I'm gonna apply on the second flap glue, and I'm gonna take it in line here. Okay, I need a little bit. Guy, you please go here. Thank you for giving us space. Okay, I think it is little wider. I might have to cut it short. Yeah, this is difficult. Okay, so I am cutting it a little short because I don't want my flaps to come over each other. I want them to stay apart. Okay, and I am applying glue and little pressure on the flaps so that it sticks to the bottom box nicely. Now I have created this. These two go down and the flaps comes like this. To hold this entire set, oops, see, this happens if you don't burnish it well. Okay, yeah, to hold this well, what am I gonna do is I'm gonna put 2 magnets here and here. So I'm gonna use again 4 magnets. Yeah, I'm gonna put 2 magnets here and 2 the same way, like the way we did previously. I hope you can see this. Okay, yeah, so I'm applying my glue here. I'm putting one magnet here, I'm applying glue here, I'm putting another magnet here. I am using my tape to secure the magnets. Please feel free to use any type of tape. We are just securing the magnets, no need to fuss about it. Yeah, and I'm gonna put two magnets over to the top of these two. I'm gonna apply a little bit of glue, okay, just to secure their spaces where they can go. And I'm gonna just press these folds like this. I'm gonna remove them. I know where the magnets are placed now. I take it out, I put it here, I take the other one out, and I put it lightly here, and then again secure the spaces. Yeah, so you're closing this entire booklet with your magnet. Now one last step is remaining. You can again choose it not to do it. I wanted to give a feature. So there is a pocket, a page which you have, which is 4 3x4, scored at 3 size, half an inch, and there is a page which is 6 3x4x4 and scored at half an inch on the 4-inch side. I am just pressing the score lines, okay. This one which is scored at 3 sides, on the 3 sides there is a well, so the 3 side score one, you're gonna cut it a little bit on the sides like this. See, don't go too in on the point, to create a pocket. Fold on the scored lines, and we're gonna make a standing pocket. Where are we gonna put this pocket? Okay, so this two goes like this, this comes like this comes like this, these two flaps go like this, and here is where I'm gonna put my pocket in a standing feature like this. Yeah, and a flap over it. So I'm applying glue on the scored lines, which is folded. I'm applying glue on the 3 sides to make a standing pocket to store your birthday cards or any photographs or any journaling cards, tickets, or anything small which you want to, you know, insert it and close it. It's like a treasure. It keeps opening, it doesn't stop opening. You have so many flips and flaps, right? I hope you all are enjoying. I am enjoying making this, and I would love to put something treasured one inside this pocket, because this is so at the end, so at the bottom, you will not even know that this is existing. Yeah, and I'm applying good pressure, okay, good pressure to make the pocket stay in place, and that's the reason it is in the end. Yeah, because then you can apply good pressure and keep your chipboard. And the second flap goes like this, so you'll not even realize, you know, there's a pocket here. Wow, I'll tell you what I can do with that pocket. Yeah, so before that, this is the last one which needs to be glued, and I'm gluing it over the top, aligning it with my pocket, ensuring it is little below the scored lines, and burnishing it. Yeah, burnish it well, the flap for the pocket. Just make sure that you have stuck it well. This is the pocket, and a card like this. So a card like this, you can put a photographs on the side, and you can insert it like this. You can put something which you like, and this closes like this, right? And then your this feature, your gatefold feature, this is your gatefold feature. You have one from the bottom to go down, two from the top to go down, and then bottom closure like this, and your album is done. You can use ribbons if you want. You can attach two ribbons and then put a good paper, decorate it. And right now it is squishing, but when you put photographs in this, it will hold like this. So this is your entire album, 7 by 7. I'll just do a quick walkthrough. You open the flap, you have a feature which is like this, yeah, and you can put horizontal and vertical layouts, and close it. See, you can close it like this also, and you can close it like this also. If you open, there is a pop-up feature. If you open like this, there is a pull tab feature. You can put a ribbon here. This is a pull tab feature, and you open here, you can lay out something very beautiful. Apply good design papers on all of these and close it. You can put a design paper on here also, and this one we just saw, yeah. So this is your complete album. Thank you for attending. Bye bye.